Hi, Paul from PowerWashStore.com here, 855-351-9274. We're going to do a walk around of the Mike Ott of Otts Pressure Washing skid that we built for his truck. As you can see here, we have two different skids we built for him. We already talked a little bit about the recovery skid that we have over here. This is his pressure washing and soft washing skid. This skid is set up so he has the ability to set it on the back of a flatbed truck. It's 48 inches wide, 94 inches long. So he has the ability to set it on the back of a flatbed truck, either the long way across the back where these reels would all come off the back of the truck, or the long way with the bed instead of across the bed where he could come off curbside with all his reels. And that's why we designed this particular skid this way. It works in conjunction with his recovery skid, so he could take either one on and off. So on this particular skid, we have an 18-inch Titan reel. He has 100 feet of garden hose on here. This will hold up to about 300 feet of garden hose without any issue. 100-gallon water tank with our hose reel platform. Behind that, we have a 55-gallon tank that is set up for bleach for his proportioner. We have a 7-gallon tank for the soap that's up front there, which we'll cover when we walk around. Bottom of the tank here, we have our feed for our pressure washer and a drain there so we can drain the water out of the tank as needed. We have our Gen 3 twin pump soft wash system. This is a 12-volt system. It allows you to work from one pump or the other. If you're washing and for some reason your pump goes down and you need to switch, switching the pump is as easy as turning the pump off. The switch is on the back side here. We want to drain the pressure off the system so that we don't spray ourselves when we disconnect it. We're going to come over here. We can disconnect our outlet, switch it over to our other pump. You can see there's some water in here from testing. Move it over to our other pump. Take our suction line, disconnect it, and move that over to our other pump. At this point, we could turn the pump on by reaching around with the switch, let it prime itself, and then take this ball valve here that's used for either transferring or bleeding the pressure off the system, turn it back to the hose reel, and we're ready to go back to work. So just that fast, you can switch from one pump to the other. If you have a problem where a pump goes down or it overheats or you have some sort of issue with it working properly from age or whatever it may be. On top of our custom platform here, we have 200 feet of high pressure hose with our Titan 12-inch reel, stainless steel plumbing. All the reels that we use, we always use stainless steel plumbing. It's a very inexpensive add-on, and it really helps to make the reels last much longer. All aluminum frame. The skid itself is made from aluminum and stainless steel components primarily, so we get a really long lifespan out of it, rusting and corrosion and problems that way. The pressure washer we have on this particular unit, I believe, is a 5-gallon a minute at 3,500. It is a 5.5 at 3,500 with a Honda. This is the Polychain Water Dragon version. It allows you, it has a really nice drive system similar to a timing belt where we have about a 1-inch wide belt with cogged teeth in it, so there's no slippage. It's considered a 10,000 hour belt, so the belt and the pulleys and everything will outlast typically the unit. You just have to make sure that you check your tension occasionally so they don't get loose. We have our proportioner system on here, which we'll cover in just a minute. We have our 7-gallon soap tank to allow us to work with the proportioner so we don't have to batch mix. We'll be able to draw bleach, water, and our soap just by adjusting our valves, and we can change our mixes on the fly. 11-gallon gasoline tank for the pressure washer, and an 11-gallon diesel tank for the hot water heater that gives them hot water capability with this particular unit. And there's a little bit of storage on the back here. Right now we just have the surface cleaner that he's going to be using for his recovery unit sitting here. So that's the general run around of the skid. Inside we have our proportioner system. The way that the proportioner works is you're going to initially, when you first set it up, you're going to prime the system, and you want to do that to get all the air out of the system. The 12 volts are very easy to prime. Booster pump, there's other videos on that are also very easy to prime, just takes a little bit longer. We have our water, our detergent, and our SH or bleach line. Coming into our bleach line, we have a selector valve on top of the proportioner here that allows you to draw either bleach or water. And the reason we do that is two reasons. One, you can use this for rinsing, and second, to be able to flush the line out so that you're not storing bleach in there all the time. It extends the lifespan of the check valves and the valves exponentially just by doing that. In order to prime this unit, what we'll do is we'll come over to the 12-volt system here. What I like to do to prime it is I just hook up the jumper hose to the outlet here, and I will turn it to going out of here instead of trying to use the hose reel to prime. That way we can dump right on the ground. I can turn the pump on. I'll come over here. I'll open up my water line all the way. And if you look at the lines in the back, you'll actually see the water come in and the air go out. Once I see that that has no more air coming in, I'll shut that one off. I'll do the very same thing with my detergent line. I'll open it up all the way. I'll look for the detergent to come up the line. Once I see that all that's coming in, I'll shut that one off. I'll open my SH line all the way, my selector valve on SH, which is right here. I'll watch the line to make sure that all that air comes out of the line and that it's solid. Then I'll turn that valve over to water and do the same thing. Watch for the air to come out of the line. Once all the air's out of the line, I know that the system's primed. At this point here, I'll come back over to the unit. I'll shut the valve and turn it back to the hose reel, and I'm going to be ready to start spraying. So I can come back over to my proportioner here, and I'm going to set my ratios for what I want. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open my water valve all the way. It turns counterclockwise and it opens up all the way. It will stop when it is open all the way. I'm going to select my detergent that I want. It could be anywhere between a 3 and a 6 mix, depending on how strong you want it and what product you're actually using. And then I'm going to select what percentage of bleach I want to use. And we have some recommended ratios here for determining what type of mix you want. For example, if I was cleaning an asphalt shingle roof, if it's really bad, I might go up to 4.5%. If it's not quite as bad, I might go to 3.5%. Well, I'm going to say it's going to be right in the middle there. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to turn this valve up, and you can see the little knob on here pointing to 4%. Then I know I have a 4% mix. My valve on the top here is on SH. So valve number 1, valve number 2, 3, 4, and then you're done. So we want to make sure we're on SH when we do this, and we have 4 valves to set up on here. I've gone, now at this point, if I've gone and sprayed my roof, I'm all done with cleaning my roof. I'm ready to come down. I want to clean maybe a pool screen or something else, and I want a much weaker mix. I don't want to hit it with that strong. So I might only want, let's say, a 1.5% mix because I'm going to do a pool screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bleach valve here. I'm going to turn it back to 1.5%. I'm going to take my detergent. I'm going to turn it up to marker. I'm going to squeeze the trigger on my gun, hold it for about 3 seconds, let it go, come back here, turn my soap back down where I want it. Maybe I want a little tiny bit of soap, not quite as much as the roof because of the pool screen. I don't want to get a lot of detergent or anything in the pool. So I'll turn it way down. At that point, I can continue to spray what's in the line. All of a sudden, I'll see a big glob of soap. That's the marker that you've put in the line. You'll know everything after that point is your weaker mix. You can spray your pool screen down, finish all that work up, and you're all done. Now, at the end of the day, you're going to want to rinse it. So in order to rinse it, what you'll do is you'll take your detergent valve and shut off your detergent valve. You'll take your SH valve, turn it up all the way, and take your valve on the top here that selects between your SH and your water, and you're going to turn it to water. You're going to continue to spray out what's in the line. You'll see the soap and suds, and when it starts spraying clear, you know that's water. You can use that to rinse. You can use that to just flush it out, but it's a good idea to flush it out. At the end of the day, I always like to make it a habit of turning the valve back to SH so that they're ready to start in the morning. Close your SH valve, close your water valve, shut your pumps off, close everything up, and you're ready to go. So this is the Otts Pressure Wash Skid from PowerWashStore.com, 855-351-9274.